What is up, guys? It's Wolfbite here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how I almost got scammed at Verizon Wireless. So sit back, relax, and stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be talking about how I almost got scammed at Verizon Wireless. So if you guys don't know what Verizon Wireless is by any chance, it's a cell phone company. It's a service company, so it's like T-Mobile, AT&T, stuff like that. And I love Verizon, honestly. Like, I have T-Mobile right now, and I'm trying to switch to Verizon with my parents because we got a new house in North Carolina, and in the mountains and stuff like that, there's not very much signal with T-Mobile. So the only company that actually does have signal is Verizon Wireless, so that's why we're switching to Verizon Wireless. Now I'm gonna start from where I was on the day that I almost got scammed. And pretty much I was at my girlfriend's house picking her up. We were gonna go have dinner with my parents, and then my parents actually called me. My dad called me and he said, hey, we're gonna go to Verizon and see if we could switch our phones today. So if you guys can come to the store and meet us there so they could take a look at your phone, because they told my dad that they had to look at my phone in order for them to see if it'll work with their network, even though my phone, by the way guys, is actually a Samsung Galaxy S8 and it's unlocked, and I got it from Best Buy. So I go there with my girlfriend to the store. We get there, and then the guys pretty much he automatically asked me for my phone, and I gave it to him, of course, and I was like, all right, there's not gonna be a much problem, like it's an unlocked phone, it should work just fine. Then the guy puts in a SIM card from Verizon and tells me that the phone does not work. He was doing some stuff in the settings, looking at my IMEI, and I don't know what he was doing, honestly. I wasn't really paying that much attention, but he pretty much put in the SIM card and said, this phone does not work on our network, you have to get a new phone. So right then and there, I was like, what is this guy talking about? I just got this phone like 2 months ago pretty much, and this guy's telling me that I have to get a new phone. And this is where it gets kind of sketchy, guys. He starts telling me that Best Buy does not give unlocked phones, that they'll just give you, they'll ask you what carrier it's going to be for, and then they'll give you the GSM one or the CDMA. And if you guys don't know what CDMA and GSM are, CDMA is the kind of like service that, or signal patterns or something like that, that Verizon and Sprint use. And then AT&T and T-Mobile, they use GSM, which is like another like pattern. So they're not the same signal type, I guess. That's the best way I can explain it. But pretty much, if you have a GSM phone, you can't use it on a CDMA network. So that being said, guys, okay, so he tells me that my phone is GSM and it's locked, and I have to get a new phone pretty much. I have to sell my phone. He told me, oh yeah, you might be able to get more money if you sell it elsewhere and not trade it in, which is kind of weird, but I didn't really think about it at the time. Like, I thought it was a nice guy, so whatever. My parents were already contemplating of what I was gonna do, if I should trade it in right there and just get the new phones. And by the way, guys, my parents were gonna get a iPhone 8, which I actually convinced my dad not to get afterward, but iPhone 8 and a Galaxy Note 8. And then my parents, later on that day, they told me, hey, we'll get you the Note 8 for like an early Christmas present if you're able to sell the phone. And I was kind of happy. I was like, oh, okay, Note 8, like I was pretty hyped. But then after, I was like, you know what, like there's no way that my phone does not work on Verizon. I bought this shit unlocked, and it should work as it was invented to work. So I was very like persistent, and I was like, no, you know what, you guys don't have to waste that money, and this phone should work just fine. So I actually made a Reddit post, and then I received some comments from, I posted it on Best Buy, the Best Buy Reddit, and then I actually got some replies pretty quickly, and they told me that that's a very weird case because my phone should be working just fine on Verizon, even though it was unlocked. And then I ended up calling Samsung support, and they told me that the phone will work just fine on the network. I gave them my IMEI number, and then they told me, you know what, you could also call Verizon and make sure with them. I called Verizon, and even the Verizon guy told me that this phone will work with Verizon. So I don't really understand what the problem is with the Verizon salesman in the store. And I know what the problem, I actually do know what the problem is. It's that he's trying to just get a sale out of me and my parents, and that's what pisses me off, because that's an unethical thing to do. He probably just got a SIM card that wasn't even activated, it put it in and said, oh look, it doesn't work. So that's very unethical. I'm not gonna say any names because I'm not gonna do that. Like, I really don't. And it just pisses me off, man, because I've worked in retail before, and even though like I will get commission, I wouldn't play with somebody's money like that. Like, my parents work very hard for their money, and they're not gonna want to spend $700 on something they don't need to spend $700 on. And I don't think anyone would want to do that. So it's very fucked up, honestly, and I can't believe that actually happened. So me and my parents are just gonna go to another store, and pretty much that guy just was trying to get a sale off of us. So a message to all of my viewers and everyone watching this video: make sure if you're gonna buy a phone, make sure you do all of your research. So just in case anything like this happened, that what happened to me, that I'm in the store, I'll call that guy out right now. I'll be like, hey, look, this phone worked, you're a fucking piece of shit and you're a liar. So give me my fucking money, and I'm not gonna pay any money for an extra phone that I don't need. So that's pretty fucked up, guys. And in my opinion, I'm sorry if you work in retail or anything, and this might offend you, but in my opinion, my personal experience, I've worked in retail, and never have I ever like played with someone's money like that. Like, be like, oh no, you have to get this because this is the best product. No, I might just not be a good salesman, I guess, but it's moral values that I have, that I'm not gonna make you spend money that you don't need to spend. And I guess that's just the person I am. That guy must need the money really badly because he's fucking trying to trick my parents into buying it, and my parents don't know any better, so they're gonna be like, oh okay, yeah, he needs a new phone. And my dad wanted a phone that day, so he's very he can't wait. He's like a little kid getting a toy. So yeah, he didn't want to wait, so he's like, oh, just trade it in. But like, dude, I don't need to trade in a phone that works perfectly fine. So I ended up getting everything resolved, and now we're just gonna go to another Verizon store and see if it works. And it's gonna work because I already spoke to the Verizon customer service. And that guy, by the way, Jeff from Verizon customer service, you are the bomb, bro, and you really helped me out. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy. If anything like this ever happens to you, make sure to just do your research and call up the company and call up the manufacturer, and just make sure that everything is good and okay to run on the network. And pretty much that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I do want to do a Q&A at 100 subs, guys, so if we could get to 100 subs, then that would be amazing. And I do want to do a Q&A over Twitter, so be sure to hit that sub button if you're watching and not subscribed already, and be sure to hit the like button if you did enjoy the video. That's gonna be it, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.